What's going on, Grace Barbecue family? Welcome back, welcome back. And for those of you guys who are new, hey man, my name is Big Ed, and I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And today, guys, we got our waypoint set to Memphis, Tennessee, where we are going to try to do a rendezvous style rib. Now, we got this rendezvous rub right here, which we ordered from hogsfly.com. That's where you can pick this up at. We got our line back ribs ready to go. We're going to be using our drum today to get that faster, that kind of char-boil cook, and similar to how they do it. It won't be as fast, but it will be similar. We got a mop sauce that we're going to be putting together today, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Let's go ahead and get into this cook, guys. Now, today, guys, is super windy out here. I wanted to season everything up, but hey, this is one of the easiest things you can do. The initial step after washing your ribs is simply putting some salt on your ribs, letting that salt kind of penetrate anywhere from, I guess you can do it overnight. An hour to 3 hours, in my opinion, will be good if you don't want to do the overnight thing. And today, guys, I'm going with this Vivadoria hickory smoked salt. Now, you don't have to use this. You can use whatever kind of salt you want to use, table salt, sea salt, whatever it is that you, Himalayan, whatever you want to do. But the only thing that goes on these ribs during the initial seasoning process is salt. All right, guys, so here's our loin back ribs. Now, they're all washed and cleaned up. All right, guys, so we're going to come back on the top side with this hickory salt. I'm not using no binder. These ribs are already moist, so I'm not worried about none of that. All right. And there we go. Just a little light sprinkle of it. Only thing at this point, I'm going to rub it in. I want that flavor to be distributed all over the meat, not just in little areas. Work this all the way in. My hands have been washed, in case you were wondering. Always. All right, now that we got these things, seasoned, and that's really it. We're gonna go ahead and hook up this mop sauce real quick. This is about 1/4 of a stick of lard. We're gonna go right down in there, and we're just gonna allow this to melt. All right, guys. Next, we're gonna go down with a 1/2 cup of this rendezvous rub. And I tell you, man, I hate to dump this off in this mop, but given the fact that, hey, we're just trying to do it for the love and for the experience, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to stir this around. You don't want nothing burning. And over at Rendezvous, they keep this mop hot. You know, it's in a smoker, so, they say that once they add the mop, it helped the rub crystallize at the end process. So, hey, that's what we're going to do. And this is kind of something that I just kind of came across during the interview. But, hey, this is let's do a 1/2 cup of pickle juice. Just keep stirring this stuff around. All right, guys, at this point, we're going to go down with 2 cups of just white distilled vinegar. We just want to mix as we go. Now, next, we're going to go down with 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. All right. Here we are, man. We sitting at 300. Now, Rendezvous cooked their ribs for about an hour or so. I know I won't mind. I'm pretty sure the cooker they got may achieve the goal that they're looking for, but with this drum, I don't know. I don't want to run it too hot, so I'm gonna stay around 300 and let it go for a couple of hours. And that's the game plan for today. I know they're gonna be nice and tender. They're gonna be juicy and absolutely flavorful. So hey, the only thing we got to do at this point is just continuously baste until that rib is done. And that's what we'll be doing. It's gonna be a baste heavy cook. And hey, I think this is gonna be great. All right, guys. So we got this mop sauce all ready to go. Let's go ahead and get these our first mop. It's been about 30 minutes. That sure look good nonetheless. Smells wonderful. Kind of like a Cajun profile. Man, that sure does smell good. These are the pork loin ribs right here. See how we're looking on the back? Nice golden color. Same for these spares. Hey man, so look, it's been about 10 minutes or so since we last hit these ribs with the mop. This cooker right now, man, we rocking kind of high. So we're gonna go ahead and give these things a flip. Right now, I think we're sitting around over 300 degrees. So yeah, at this point, we definitely wanna keep an eye on things. So let's go ahead and flip these bad boys around. Okay. That color's insane, man. So this is how our ribs are looking, our lime ribs. And these are spares right here. Everything's looking good. And while we got this thing open, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with this mop on the back side. That's looking damn good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So here we are, floating around 300. Meat is smelling absolutely incredible. Starting to get a little bit of tear on that membrane back there. Oh boy, that is absolutely beautiful. Starting to see that pullback on these St. Louis. They're starting to kind of peek through on our line cut. All right, guys, we just gonna keep on rocking, man. I love the way that juice drip down on them coals. Is just a smell that I just love, man. And it's just been a bunch of flipping and mopping. Whenever you notice that this rib is dry, I've been coming out about every 15 minutes, just hitting it with the mop, flipping it, and just making sure everything's just staying even and staying moist. That is one of the key techniques that they use over at the Rendezvous establishment. And so, hey, that's how we doing it. And hey, that's all it is, man. Flip and mop, keep that rib moist, and a beautiful, beautiful color on these things, man. All right, let's get these bad boys flipped around. And while we at it, go ahead and do the old bend test. Look there, boy, they'll bend, but they won't break. And actually at this point, those are done. See how these do? Yes, sir. Okay, come on, guys, we're just gonna take these ribs, slice them. All right, guys, we're about to go down with this magic dust, this Rendezvous rub. And that right there is it. And I've been waiting all day for this. All right. Man, look at that. Can you see it? Look at that juice. I'm about to go ahead. Mm, mm, mm. This rub is amazing. All right, guys, man, this was an absolute amazing cook. One of the things that I'm most happy about, man, is I did a cut of the I did a slab of the St. Louis ribs, and I did a slab of the lineback ribs. I thought that I would enjoy the St. Louis ribs better because that's my favorite rib. But I tell you, in this case, man, in this case, these loin back ribs really, really, they were just the bomb, guys. They were absolute fire. That rub and these ribs, man, it's like a match made in heaven, and I can see why they run with this cut of rib, and I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it way more than I did the St. Louis cut. They were both really good, but that loin back rib just shined, and this was an absolute amazing cook. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. This is Big Ed of Grace Barbecue saying until next time, peace, love, and God bless.